Hey, then we are live and already live. Wow. Nobody, yeah, we have somebody here. That is so cool. I feel like it's been ages since I had my last live. Welcome to my live. Um, I am Linda. Hello, Lisa. Yeah, you made it home for the live. Great. Fantastic. So, I'm so happy that finally I can do it live again. Like it's been more than a week. It's been 1.5 weeks. Feels like 2 weeks. So it was about time. Um, so you made it home. So you've been working, maybe been at work, I guess. Yeah, my voice is better now. It's kind of like a little bit raspy. Not that big of a deal. I can sing a little bit again, and yeah, it's cool. It's okay. I don't mind talking. My voice is kind of loud, extra loud, I feel. At class, I think it functions well. But sometimes I get this coughing thing that is not as good because something is stuck here. It's not in the chest, it's in the throat. So it's kind of stuck. So I'm having my little caramel or whatever. Hello, Becky. How nice of you to come. Oh, you had to drop your husband off. Oh, your husband's truck. Mm, yeah, sometimes that has to be done. Well, I hope it wasn't a big thing, like it was very expensive, or maybe it was just the ordinary every year thing. Do you have in Europe? We have when you have your car, the first well, it's when it's a new car, you don't have to do like a European control more than every 5 years. And when the car is that's the first time, and then it's every 2 years. And when the car is more than 10 years, you have to do every year. Do you have that you have to do a kind of maintenance to control that the vehicle is good to go on the streets? Do you have that in the USA? Hello, Sam. Oh, from Australia. Oh, fantastic. I love it. 8 a.m. Wow, it's already morning. Fantastic. The air condition, yeah. Yeah, you need that before the summer, of course. I understand that completely, as we need it here. Yeah, cars need to be inspected. Do you have that every second year, or how are the rules by you guys? I actually, my first car that I bought it in 94, I think. Yeah, I got my driver's license in 94 when I was 23 years old. So I was quite old when I took my driver's license. And the first car that I bought for $400. It was a Toyota Corolla, 76 model, and it worked as a clock, but it's kind of said clock on it as well on the tag. And there is a Norwegian word that is UR, the two letters. That means watch. And then my neighbor said, she asked me, how is your car working? Well, it's working like a clock. Yeah, it's working very nice. And she said, of course, it says clock on it or watch on it. It's working like a clock. So that was kind of funny. And I moved to. I even brought it way up north in Norway when I moved there to live for 3 years. And I was driving it up there with some friends. But when I came, that was 2 years after I'd bought it. Well, 1.5 years after I went there, and then half a year after, it was 96, and then I had a trouble with the, what is it called, where all of the bad thing comes out in the back, the tubes with the smoke and everything. I don't know, exhaust, the extra whatever. I had trouble with that. It was really making a lot of noise. So I didn't know what should I do. Should I fix this, or should I just dump it? Because in Norway, there was this rule that, and there still is, you would get $150 back if you turned in your old vehicle. But just that year, they raised it because they wanted to get rid of all the old vehicles. So they raised it to 600. So I actually gained $200 on my first car. That's kind of cool. It depends on the state, how often. Okay, yeah. Exhaust fumes. Yeah, thank you. Exhaust fumes. Muffler. Hello. Oh, I was going to say hello, Becky, but I already said hello, but hello again. Oh, you don't have inspections in Oklahoma, so you can drive around in your car from the 30s or the 50s and with no inspection. I guess it's because it's very, very rural over there in Oklahoma, right? So it's you don't meet that many other cars, maybe. Well, I guess there are people in Oklahoma as well. Right? I am making a bag. I have well, let me see. Yes, it's but when they are sold, bought, oh, they have to pass roadworthy tests. Okay, so only when they're sold and bought. So the government don't mind. They don't mind if the vehicle is good or not. Just you have to make sure your vehicle is good. Well, so there are different rules in different parts of the country, no, of the world. Yes, so Sam is also on. Sam is also on. Did I already subscribe? I don't know. Let me see. By hook or by needles. Maybe I did already. So many, I don't always remember. Let me see here. I'm so bad at remembering. By hook or by needle. By hook or by needles. Let's see. Oh, is that you? No, cozy crochet coat now. What? By hook or by needles? Sam. Maybe I should put Sam there. There we go. I was not subscribed to you, so now I am. Good. It's good that you keep us. Lisa, you're our. I called you a mediator the other day, but I meant not a motivator, about that as well. But I meant, oh, what was it? I was thinking about it the other day. Not that you're a mediator, a moderator. A moderator. That's what they call this on YouTube, that you're a moderator, you're helping and stuff. So you're my moderator and motivator. Motivator for all of us, that's for sure. Show and tell behind you. Some is show and tell behind you. That is, oh, that is her link. Hello, March. Very nice to see you. Fantastic. Fairy grandmother. Very, very nice. You're a troublemaker, Lisa? No, you're a moderator and a motivator and not a mediator, I guess. Betsy. Oh yeah. Yeah. I just had to put something on Betsy. If you now think, whoa, what creation have you done now, Linda? You're wrong. It is the cardigan for the woman who wanted me to put on the extra sleeves. Since I've been sick, I haven't asked her to come and get it together with a granny square cardigan yet. Well, I wrote her a couple of days ago, but she is in Norway for the moment, so she will be back next week. So then she'll pick it up. It's really gorgeous, actually. I'd really like one of these my size. This is not my size at all. It's almost too small for Betsy. It's really just yeah, an extra small. Well, I'm not buffering as I know. Maybe somebody else knows. Yeah, well, it's not a skirt, but it's really nice. Really, a long cardigan. It is. Oops. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah. I was about to say something. Well, it's been 2 weeks, almost more than 1.5 weeks, and I'm so happy that now I can talk again. Last Thursday, that I was supposed to do a live, I had a fever, and I never have a fever. Never have a fever. So I wasn't shivering, but I was so cold, and I had 27 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that's in Fahrenheit, but it's really hot. And I was laying under the covers, under a blanket, under a thick cover, and with clothes on, and I was cold. So I was sick, and I couldn't talk either. So it was better to not do the live. And then this weekend I was at the ranch. It was fantastic. I should have gone there on Friday, but in the end I went on Saturday, and we were about 80 people there. Half of them stayed at the ranch, and half of them stayed at hotels and Airbnbs and stuff, because there are now really there are now 17 rooms to be rented out for groups and double rooms. So that's kind of 34 people. But then there is an extra building where I stayed, where the staff kind of stayed. Since I live here, I'm kind of staff, So we live down there. And there is that building is not as closed. The walls and stuff, you can hear the next door neighbor snoring, so the others can hear me snoring. But it was really, really nice. Are you sure I could make myself just like that? Well, just like that, I don't know, but something similar, I guess I could. And I love the color. I really do love the color, but I don't think. Well, look at the back. I think it's so nice, this here. So cool. Actually, it's just scallops, it looks like. No, it's not scallops, but it looks like it. But all of this would be okay to do. And then to do an extra here. It's really gorgeous. Now you kind of got me that I should do one of these. I guess I have to take a lot of photos before she gets it, so I can try to make it. Yeah, I'll take pictures. And yeah, well, I don't know. Here's the purse, not purse, bag that I'm making. I think I told you that I was going to make this, or didn't I? Maybe I didn't. But my friend, she's coming. One of my friends is coming to visit me in a couple of weeks. Well, tomorrow there will be one friend, or my niece. But my friend will come in a couple of weeks, and she has ordered one T-shirt of each of these colors. So I'm going to make that. I think I'll start with a pink, purple, pinky, because I know I have enough skeins of that. I'm not sure if I have enough of the apple green. This I think I have enough, the turquoise. But look, isn't that cool? She said, "Oh, I would like a bag of yours, and the pink and white one, the teal tote bag, but the mesh bag." But then I said, "Actually, I have another skein that I could do that would be fitting really nice with those colors that you picked out." So they go so well together. The only thing is the turquoise isn't here, but yeah. But it's not going to be one t-shirt with all of these colors, so it's going to be this, and it's going to be this, and it's going to be this. Well, that works. It really works. And I actually, this morning I started this, and I said I filmed a little bit, and I said, I'm going to start it now, but this I'm going to make during the live tonight. Because last time I started a bag with you guys, and then I didn't come very far. So I thought I'd start it and then finish it. And then when I got home from work, I continued on it. And then an hour later, I thought, well, now I have to stop. So I have something to do today when we are talking live. So now I'm at the strap. Oh, hello, April. How nice of you to come here. Oh, that is so great. Thank you. I really, really enjoy that you're here. My really good friend. Yeah, so cool. Going to be lurking. Going to be lurking and working a cardi. Yeah, Becky, so you're making a cardigan. What kind of cardigan are you making? Is it a granny square cardigan, or is it a mesh one like that one maybe? If you see this, April, don't think that I made it, because I didn't. I wish, because it's really, really cute. But my people here are telling me that I could do it. So, and I think it's gorgeous. So more and more, I want to make it. Got back from your crochet retreat. I can't wait to see the video, the vlog from there. I really, really want to see that now. But I guess it won't be tomorrow. I guess it will be next Friday, right? Oh, you're making your own design. Lazy. Wow. If one of you have pictures of your makes, and you would want me to show them to the others, you could send me a picture on my email address. Many of you have my email address, but I can write it down here as well. Let me see. Just have to move this up here so I can write. Linda, what's my email address? There, and there. Yeah, thank you, April. I am so real. Oh, but part one tomorrow. Oh yeah, you laughed. Yeah, of course. Um, Fantastic. That part one is tomorrow. I can't wait. You must have had a blast. Yeah, like you said, say you loved so much, and I am really, really hoping to reach that 1,000. Yeah, you started after me, and I kind of really liked your content, and we got in contact, and I really love that we have this connection. But you just woo passed me by a landslide. Yeah, please, Becky, if you want to. Yeah, you should do that, Becky. Start your channel. But if you want to, send me that a picture of what you're making. It would be really nice if it's not just that you have just started, but if you have something, I would really enjoy watching it, and I could show it to the others if you would like that. When you get huge and famous, you can hold a crochet retreat at the ranch. Yay! That would be cool. That would be really cool, but I guess it will be a bit um, long for you guys to come here. As for me, I would love to go on April's retreat, but it's so far away. I've never been over there. Hmm. Thank you, Becky. Very nice. Send me some pictures. We can all go to Spain. Yeah, you'll help me host it. Very nice. Very good. Yeah, start saving, guys. It is really, really it's a kind of a long way. Oops. I was doing something else. I was actually finding a basket that I have filled with granny squares, leftovers from different projects, and I have no idea what to do with them, what to make of them. And actually, I don't think they're makeable. I mean, they're so randomly. I tried to kind of put them a bit in order. Here are some plain, dull squares. Some that is just with two colors, and some that even with just one color, like that one. They're not very. They're kind of bland, but I don't know what to do with these. And then, well, this is just one, and I have some of these. Oh, it fell down. I don't know. And then I found these that are the same pattern but different colors. I should, of course, make more of them if I should want to use them. But yeah. And here are some other styles. This is another kind of yarn. This is the Melissa yarn. Some triangles and some flowers. And then other flowers. These I really like. These are cool. I actually, well, here are some loose ones. I actually made this for a sweater, but then when it was on, it wasn't good. But I could use this for another sweater. But what I saw also is that here is a lot more extra, the orange and the yellow, than all of the other places, like here, for example. So I would have to frog a little bit, but I guess I did this so that it would fit. Also here I did a little bit more. No. Oh no, that was the sides. So that's okay. That was the sides. So this is what it looks like. I really like it. But what could I make of it? What could I do with this? I wonder. Let's see. Yeah, it would be fantastic with a retreat. I would really love it with me, April, Lisa, March, Becky, all of you, all of you. It would be really nice. Oh, your daughter went here to Spain when she was 18. Where did she go? Do you know? Where in Spain? Was it Madrid or Malaga or Barcelona or whatever? Yeah, these colors are so pretty. I really like them. Really love them. They're kind of autumn colors. And it's going to be autumn soon. No, please. First summer. Actually, we've been having so much rain the last weeks. Extremely much rain. But the last 3 days, it's been okay. It's been the sun and cloudy, but okay. But now, just an hour ago, I was listening. What is that sound? It's a storm. It's wind and rain. So I just had to go out, take in my washing, so it wouldn't get wet again. So yeah, back to the rain. Back to the rain in Spain. Put 5 together for a bag. 5? Just 5? Could I do just 5? You mean like with these, for example? 5 for a bag? How would that work? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, not this one. This is another. That was another yarn. Here I got 5. How do you mean that I can put these? They are pretty, and you never know. You may come up with something like Marge said, a bag or something. Yeah. She went to Madrid. Yeah. She was going to university in England. Cool. 1 on the bottom, then 4 sides, and crochet. Yeah. 1 in the bottom, of course. Then I should take a plain one for the bottom, I bet. And then 4 for the sides, like standing up. And then going around and straps and stuff. Yeah, cool. Good idea. Thank you so much. Very, very nice. Thank you, Marge. But a drawstring. What is a drawstring? Oh, yeah. I think I know what you mean. Like I had on my hoodie, right? Like a string that you can tie, I guess. Thank you so much for that idea. That was really, really nice. Yeah, prefer handles. Yeah, but I think a string would be nice for this. Actually, I don't love these colors though, but yeah, I have some others though that the colors are kind of cool, but kind of all over the place. Take a look at these. Let's see. These are really vibrant colors. So I've got one that's like this, and the others that are like this. And there are these. So I have kind of 3 different, like this. I tried to make cardigan with these, but it didn't look very nice. And it was one of my first attempts, so it was kind of straight. It was so boxy that it didn't fit anybody. So I should just unravel them and make it again in another way. And let's see if I have more squares. Here's one soul square. It's so alone. Feels lonely. 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 Here's one square. It's a heart that didn't finish. And this is wool. But I made a blanket with this. So I guess this was 1 extra row that I was trying to make, and I never finished it. And then I have these. That is from when I made my first cardigan. But that also is kind of not very wearable because it falls off the shoulders. This is 50% cotton and 50% acrylic. I'm more used to making with cotton. I don't know. I sometimes acrylic. I do acrylics, but this is really really soft, so that's nice. But I feel like it's so very floppy. Hello, Rose. Oh, you sent me a couple of emails. Okay, so can I show the picture then? Let's see here. Oh, I'm going to show here from here, of course. Let's see if I can find my email on my iPad here. Oh my goodness, I have so many up. I should just go. This is crazy. This is just crazy. Well, okay. Let me just find my email there and confirm that I'm me. My password. Okay. Oops. Oh no. There we go. What? Oh, let me take the other my school Mac. Let's see. There we have. Yeah. Whoa! Look at that. Oh, wow. Look at that cardigan from sorry, from Becky. Look at that, huh? Cool. Very, very nice colors. I really love those colors. And I love the mesh. Really love it. Cool. But it seems like you're going up and over. Like instead of going around like that, you're going around like that, up and down. Wow. Not around, but up and down. Really nice. Let's see. Next picture. There. Yeah, here's the front. Cool. Beautiful. So nice. Your own design, yeah, cool. Not the blanket, but the others are your design. Good. Ooh, wow. This is kind of like a scallop, isn't it? Scallop stitch. And then with ribbons on the sleeves, I see. Fantastic. Yeah, you should definitely have your own YouTube channel so you can share this with everybody. This is fantastic. And there was one other mail. Let's see. Whoa. Whoa. I don't think I would have the patience for this. Look at this blanket. Oops. Oh my. Wow. Those details and with such small, I guess a small hook and thin thread. No, ma. It's on the whole bed. It's so huge. Look. Wow. That is incredible. Let me try to squeeze so you can see it a bit up close. Oops. Oh, it's kind of difficult. A little bit closer, but look at that. That is something. Beautiful. Wow, wow, wow. Really, really great. Wow, what a work. How long did that take you? It must have taken you like months. And I imagine when you come, well, I guess in here everything is okay, right? But then you get here and that's kind of getting boring because it's so slow. But imagine out here. Oh my goodness. It must have taken a couple of hours every round, I guess. Extremely great. So beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing, Becky. That is so nice. Yeah, you really have much talent. That is so sure. Even though that's not your pattern, the work is fantastic, and your sweaters are really nice. King size, yeah. Yeah. Is that an Helen's Shrimpton blanket? Okay, making a face. About a month, just a month. I guess then you've been crocheting all the time, crocheting, crocheting, crocheting. But that's who we are, right? We crochet. That is our business. Even though I'm a teacher and I have to go to work, I would rather stay home and crochet at most times. But we have to work. Yeah, it would have taken Lisa forever to make it. Yeah, it's really, really impressive. Hola, Maria. ¿Qué tal? So nice of you to come. Very nice. I'm fine. I'm really fine. So better. I'm coughing a little bit, but no, that's okay. And my voice is just kind of a little bit hoarse. I'll let you know when I start. Yeah, you must tell us when you start your channel. Absolutely. Let me see. I have some more squares. This another flower that should go with the other flowers, but they don't go together. I mean, do you see this in a combination? Kind of not really, but maybe. Nah, no. And then here are some. Well, this as well. Even so, huh? All of these four different. Mm-mm. But these kind of oh no, another one. Then we have five different not working. But here I have some that are blue on the outside. I don't remember what I did with this. I guess it was a cardigan for a baby or something, and then I had some leftovers. I don't know, don't remember really, but kind of like that. It's from the beginning because I can see that this is when I used I think it's slip knot when I was combining them. I don't do that anymore. Well, I used to slip knot on the back side, so I didn't know what I was doing, I guess. And then I have more squares, you know. Well, here I have one square. This could actually just be turned into a cardigan. No, I mean, a sweater or whatever. A sweater or whatever. It's a dark blue. I think many people would have liked this color actually. As I look at it on the screen now, I find this very nice. Actually, I should just put this away. And I think I actually started a cardigan and then I got bored. I thought, this is boring, but it's actually beautiful. Crazy, Linda. Why do you start things and then just don't continue them? Oh, sorry. Um, the spring one was a big twist. Okay, yeah, the yarn, big twist. Big twist, isn't that the yarn that you guys are not having anymore? I mean, Joanne is going out of business, and then Big Twist is just getting uh, canceled or whatever. You don't have it anymore, I think. That's too bad for you guys. Any wait for. So, yeah, Salim no more Big Twist. Yeah, yeah. Someone should make it, I guess. Walmart should pick it up. That would be nice when Joanne goes out of business. It's too bad for you guys. Then I have these squares. These I really like. These are so subtle. I actually Yeah, tomorrow, my kind of niece, it's not my actual niece, but we say she's my niece. She's coming visiting me, and I made a sweater for a cardigan for her. Or it was a vest actually. I didn't have sleeves on it, I think. But it was these colors. Really, I think this is beautiful. It's so subtle and nice. But I don't even remember what yarn this is. I think this must be. I think this is acrylic yarn. It feels like cotton, but I think it's acrylic. This was before I had started using Melissa yarn and the saffron and the Melissa. And so I went. They had it in another China store, so I bought it there. And they're a different kind of skeins, a bit bigger or some. But yeah, we'll see what I can do with these. I have more of that yarn, so I can make something of this. I would love to make something of this because I really like them. Then I have a couple of these squares, one big and one smaller. They're but I also have something I kind of started, but I didn't finish it. But I have one that is finished, but this is not finished. So this is the same. And then the mesh up here, and then, well, what on earth is this going to be? It was going to be a top, but then it doesn't have a back. And it's kind of Spanish, right? The yellow and the red. I think this is really nice. I really, really like these colors together. But the design, not so much. I guess I should have tried to make it a bit different. I'm not sure. But I have one that is looking like this, that is done, kind of an extra small, I guess. And you can have it as a top like this. That was what I was aiming for. And that's what I've done with the other one. And these were leftovers then. I guess this could be on the back, but I actually made just mesh on the back of that one. Yeah, so that were all my squares that I had in that basket. I bet I have squares somewhere else. But wasn't that enough? I mean, there were so many squares. Should I just put them back now in the box? Let me see. I will have these out just in case. And maybe I should have these out to make that bag as you suggested. And then I love, 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 love these. So maybe I should just take these out, and so they can be up here in my mind and I could be thinking about them. But I don't. What do you think about this? Does this work together? Could these make something together? Or should it be just this? I'm not sure. Let's see comments here. You're looking at drops, Lisa. Yeah. You've been looking at drops before I mention it. You didn't know about that company. Yeah. What is a China store? Yeah, of course. Here in Spain, there are a lot of Chinese, and they have these huge department stores. Is that the name? That where if you need something, you go there and you find it. And if you don't need it, you also find it. They have everything. And for a cheap, it's very cheap. So they have a lot of yarn, all of them. And it's not just like there is one in my town here, in my city. There's one just 400 meters from me. There's one 2 kilometers from me. There's another one 1 kilometer further, and in another direction, another, and another direction, another. There are 5 huge China stores in just my proximity. with 3 kilometers or 3, 4 kilometers, as I remember now. Those are the big ones. So there are a lot of Chinese people that come here, and then of course many of the things are made in China, but things are made in Turkey or wherever, and they are really some nice stores. So you find everything. Hello, Doggy Life. Very nice of you to come. Or Izzy. Yeah, so Doggy Life, you're Izzy, right? Are you? You like both squares, yeah. Yeah, they're okay, both of them. And you like them together? Could go together. Like a checkers. I mean, every two, maybe. I may find something to do with them. Not right now, but maybe. Oh, this one is here. These are, I will not be doing anything soon with these. Oops. And I found some of the squares that I was making that I'd made mistakes. I didn't actually know how to make the granny squares correctly with the yarning, chaining in the corners. So they're kind of off. These and these I will put away. And I don't want to make, I think they're kind of dull. I don't know. Maybe I could do a blanket. Just a boring blanket with these. Well, not now. Go away for now. And these are nice, of course. I could do more of these and make a sweater, a top, of course. But I could also start fresh. Go away. These I'll put away. This I'll put away. All of these, no, not that one. These I will put away. These, could these go with this? It could. Maybe it could. Let me put them together. And then, of course, these will go together with this. I made more than I needed of this. So that was cool. So these are really cool. I love them. Let's put them there. Let's put the woolen one back in the box. And then I now have 4 piles. I have these ones that I just showed you. I have these ones and these ones and these ones. I think that is a good thing to put out, to have them accessible. Accessible, right? And of course the blue one. Oops. This here. That I can make it into a cardigan. I mean, a sweater or a cardigan. I am making a yellow one now. I guess you've seen it if you watched my live. No, not live. If you watched my vlog yesterday, or was it the day before? I think it was yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. It's yellow, and it has this cross on. So she wanted me to start in the middle and go around and around and around. I think that I would have preferred going around from the bottom like that instead of having this cross. But I don't know if she knew that this would be a cross. So we'll see. But I think she'll like it. I just have to make her send her sleeve length because she wants it 3/4, but I didn't measure that. I just measured around the bust and the length. So I made it a little bit bigger than she wanted it. But yeah. So this is almost done actually. I have to trim and make a kind of a double crochet around the sleeves, weaving in the ends. On the bottom, it's done already with this double crochet. So I'll just have to ask her how long her arms are, or where she wants it to. Thank you so much. Yeah, Lisa, a baby blanket with those. Yeah, I was thinking that. A kind of a dull blanket, but a baby blanket. That would be nice. Really. That's true. So it's subtle. It's not like it's vibrant, it's subtle. Cool. Thank you. Yeah, you think they could go together, Becky? Yeah. Mm. Yeah, I really like that yellow. I I kind of called it by accident, not by accident, but I was mistaken because this for me is sun. It's sunny. It's so vibrant, so good yellow. But a yellow that is almost the same. This is saffron, but this one is a little bit lighter. And I was calling this one scrambled eggs. But this one is what I mean when I say scrambled eggs. So I was, when I make things with this, I feel like it looks like scrambled eggs. But I said it of this, but it is. This color is more scrambled eggs. I'm wearing my scrambled eggs. Yeah. Well, let me just continue on this. And I told you something in the information of this video that I thought that we would do a would you rather. I thought that was a good idea to have something to to chat about. So I found some questions online of would you rather. So I'll leave up to you as well to answer and try to go a bit slow. So if you want to answer, you can do that. And at least I will tell you my take on what I would rather do. Excuse me. A bit of water, please. I've been much better at drinking water instead of Coca-Cola Zero. I drink Coca-Cola Zero as well, but that as well. Let's see. Would you rather have the ability to see 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future? Oof. I must say that I would rather see just 10 minutes into the future. I want to be surprised what 150 years brings me. 150 years, I will not be here, but who knows where I'll be? Who knows how we will be in heaven and all of that stuff? Of course, not everybody believes that, but I do. Yeah, I would rather have the ability to see 10 minutes into the future, and then maybe I could go to the, what do you call it, to the horse track, and I could bet on a horse because I knew that it was going to win, because I don't think they take more than 10 minutes. Well, kind of a joke, but kind of true. Let's see. Would you rather have the ability to move things with your mind or to have the ability to read minds? I would actually want to move things around just because I would not like to read other people's minds, because I think that will make you, it could make you sad if you read their minds and they're thinking bad about you or bad about other people. And of course you could be surprised, maybe they think very nice, but I think that's kind of intruding, and I would rather know how to move things around, like Matilda in Roald Dahl's book. I I actually love children's books. I don't read them much now, of course, but I really love the Matilda book, and that she could move around the chalk, writing on the blackboard, and getting Miss Trunchbull to faint and flee the house, so Miss Honey could take over the house again, and she could live there with Matilda. So I would like that. Marge would rather see 150 years. Oh yeah, to see your family, Janet. Yeah. Well, I didn't think of that. Well, yeah, okay, I don't have any children, so I wouldn't have any. Uh, I wouldn't have any family, I guess. Not that we're mine like that. But I really understand that point. Really, of course. And move things. Yeah, Marge would read minds. Yeah, exactly. I agree with you. Lori stories and crochet don't want to know what others are thinking about anything. No more no more yeah, no more heavy lifting. That's true. Everything moves around. Even yourself, you can move yourself around. Did anyone see the orb flying around? What do you mean? Orb? What's that? Did anyone see the orb flying around? Flying around Linda. Oh, is that a kind of an insect? Was it flying around me here? I would want a mind block. Yeah, block the mind. Did I have a bug here that was surrounding me? I bet sometimes I do. And if you watched my vlog yesterday, in my bathroom, the wall is kind of falling apart. It's falling in. But it's not the whole wall, of course, but the tiles are cracking. And they've kind of, some of it has crashed on the floor. Not a big part, but it's getting there. So I think it's about time that I will finally restore, renovate my bathroom. I've been wanting that for a long time, but I haven't had the means for it. And well, not time. Not going to do it myself, but now I think I would have the money to do it if I really set in for it. And I really want that. I wanted, instead of having white tiles on the floor, I was thinking I wanted gray, almost black, but gray tiles on the floor. But then when the summer comes and the cockroaches start pouring out, I don't want black and gray on the floor because then I won't be seeing them, and maybe I will crush them and step on them, and I'll be, ugh, it's horrible. I don't like those cockroaches because in summertime they come. In wintertime it's okay. I don't see anyone. Oh, a small white spot. Okay. Is it because I have this lamp, maybe? Is that better? I mean, I like that. Oh, I don't know. uh, uh, uh. What's going on with my bathroom and why? It is because of the rain. It's been so humid the last weeks, or the last month actually. I've been kind of complaining, um complaining, telling you guys about that we haven't had any rain the last 2 years. Well, now we have had plenty the last months since Christmas, or at least the last month. We've had so much rain that finally we've had enough. But so even though my this floor now on this, so that's my bathroom behind me, and behind there it goes up a couple of meters from my bathroom up to the ground, I think. So it's kind of weighed down. And even though the weather or the rain has come so down, it's drained down and it's pushing the walls, I guess. Or it's just that it's so humid that the tiles are releasing themselves. Not only releasing themselves, they're doing like that, you know? They're opening up like that. So I can, if I push them, pull them, I bet they will fall down. At least one place on the wall, it's like that. Lori's link. Oh, okay. Let's see. Well, I can't go there, but I will copy and then I will paste here so I can also what? Oh, there. Lori's Stories and Crochet. Now I am subscribing there as well. Good. Yeah, they're bulging in. That's true. Let's do another would you rather. Would you rather be forced to sing along, or dance to every single? Yeah. Would you be forced to sing along or dance to every single song you hear? Of course, I would sing. I love to sing. I don't love to dance. I would kind of move to music by myself, like doing ballet with my corpulent body, but just for fun. Not now, but before, just for fun. Well, yeah, I would do that with my children, with my pupils at school, just for fun. But I would, of course, sing along to all the songs if I knew them, of course. And I know quite a few songs, but not all of the latest, of course. So that is one thing. I bet some of you would like to dance instead. At least Lisa, I would think. Oh, Becky would do both. Very good. Yeah, Janet as well. Cool. Oh, what was that? What happened here? Oh, let's find the next. Would you rather? This is a kind of scary one. Would you rather be in jail for 5 years or be in a coma for a decade? Oh, I was thinking about that because I read that one I read earlier. I think that I would actually want to be in jail. Well, no. I wouldn't like to be in jail because I wouldn't like to have done something that put me to jail. But if I was innocent, I would prefer to go to jail for 5 years instead of being in a coma for a decade. But then again, it would be kind of cool. Cool, I don't know, cool, but if you woke up 10 years later and you found out everything that was so new, I don't know, would that be cool? I don't think it would be cool, no. I think I would be thinking that I'd missed out on things. So I actually would prefer going to jail, but innocent. I do not want to do anything that so I'm guilty to go to jail. Oh, Janet did ballet and tap. Yeah, cool. I actually have tap shoes. Or did I throw them away? I don't remember. But I didn't have that. I had a course for 10 lessons. So we bought shoes. So that was cool. I wasn't very good, but it was okay. Oh, you quit because you didn't want to perform publicly. Too bad. I would have loved it. I don't care. I don't mind um, performing in public. Not dancing, I wouldn't like that, but singing or whatever. Uh, yeah, very nice, Becky. You would go to jail and you could teach crochet. That's my answer as well. I'll do the crocheting and making sweaters for everybody. That would be so cool, so awesome. Oh, your husband works in a jail. No way would I be able to do 1 day, much less 5 years in jail. Definitely coma. That's so cool. Hilarious. Definitely coma. Yeah, it's a hard question. Yes, it is. Speaking about jails, I don't know if I should say this, but jails in Norway, I don't know Spain. I think Spain would be a bit like the United States. I'm not sure, but I think it would be some comparison. But jail in Norway is not as all how you guys have it. It's kind of like a 1 star, 2 star hotel jail in Norway. Some of them maybe 3 star. Only you're locked in. You have your own room. Well, not everybody, of course, but I think most of them have their own room. You could have your own TV, or you can watch movies, and you are together with the others. And there is um, so one prison is that it's a total an island, kind of like Alcatraz, but not Alcatraz because it's not the same, of course. But it's an island where they are free on that island, but they can't go anywhere. But when they behave very well, they can be moved to that island to serve to, well, what you do when you go to jail, the rest of the time there, and slowly get back into society. Norway has actually a good plan, and we teach. No, we not teach. We treat the prisoners with respect to a good degree, thinking that they are going back into society. And the maximum sentence in Norway is 21 years. And hardly do you get 21 years, or hardly do you serve 21 years. If you if you have been convicted to 21, you could be out in 14 because you served 2/3 or so. But there was one. Actually, there were two young men. They were 20 and 19, or 18 and 17 or something. More than 20 years ago, they were convicted of having sexually abused and murdered two small girls, 8 and 10-year-olds, I think. Um, one of them was considered the brain of this, and the other one confessed, blaming the other one as the leader. Now, after more than 21 years, when he served all his time, the DNA that they didn't have that good that time, they found out that there is no evidence that this leader was guilty. And he's always maintained his innocence. I'm not guilty. I didn't do this. It's just him. And they were friends, but his friend let him down, and the one who said that he was the leader, he got, I don't know, did he get 17 years and was out after 10 maybe? Well, this one got 21, and since he was so dangerous because he didn't want to admit guilt, he had to stay there for the 21 years. He has, of course, gotten his when they found out that the DNA actually, because this first person, the one who accused the leader, his DNA was found on one of the girls. He said that he just had molested one girl, and that the other one was molesting the other one. But they found his DNA on both the girls, so he was lying. And there is going to be a new judicial court. I mean, what do you call it? Oh, their day in court, because he was lying and he was just convicted of murdering or one of them, but he has to then serve more time. And of course, this leader was exonerated, but he's lost more than 20 years of his life. That's kind of crazy. Even though he was kind of a creep in his youth, that was what everybody knew there. He had not committed those things. So he was wrongfully convicted, and that's so bad, such a shame. What's good in Norway then is that you can you get money back from the state because you've been wrongful convicted, and you can start a new life, but you lose 20 years. But anyways, I was talking about the prisons, that they're kind of like hotels, small hotels. Nothing like I see on films, movies, or TV series from the United States. And not, well, I guess some can be aggressive inside, but not to what I've seen. Yeah, so that was a big explanation for me. Yeah, a trial. Yeah, of course, a trial. Thank you. Let's see. Would you rather have everyone you know be able to read your thoughts, or for everyone you know to have access to your internet history? They can have my internet history. I have nothing to hide there, but I wouldn't like people to read my thoughts. I wouldn't like that. I want to have my thoughts for myself. Not that I have really bad thoughts, and I actually say what I mean. I am not very much hiding things, and actually, uh, when we leave high school in Norway, we had kind of a celebration. It lasts for a month, the month of May, and then we dress up in red or in blue. It's kind of a costume, kind of a uniform, if you may say. And then we have these kind of business card. It's not business card, but it has your picture. It has a lemon. I mean, uh, a wording of something about you. And my words were, why should I? What was I thinking? Why should I think before I speak when I have no clue what to say before I've said it? That was kind of me. I was just barging out with something, and then later, oh, I bet I shouldn't. I guess I shouldn't have said that. Internet history, yeah. Lots of crochet, cool. Yeah, sometimes you can say what you think, of course. So that could be online as well. Let's see. Oh, this one. This one. Would you rather lose your sight or your memories? I would actually, I wouldn't, of course, none of them. But if I had to choose, I would rather lose my memories. And I bet somebody said, no, you can't lose your memories. Yeah, because I want to see what I'm crocheting. I want to see it. And then I can see this now and in the future. I don't have to go back to see and see the other things and stuff. But I'm not the person that really looks back and, oh, remember those times. It was so nice. I can do that. But I'm not kind of like dependent on that. So I would much rather see, really. Also, that question, if you want to lose your sight or your hearing, I would then I would have chosen the hearing because I want to see. I know plenty of people would have chosen the sight to go away, but I'd rather read on the lips or something. And I kind of hear a little bit bad anyway, and I say, huh, huh, what? All the time. And sometimes when I don't hear correctly what people are saying, I kind of repeat what I think they're saying, and it comes out really bad. But I do that kind of because that is what I hear, and it seems funny, but I say it anyway. So at least people get a laugh. I find that hilarious. I mean, I like that. Your memory isn't good, so I am not sure I would notice. Oh, Lisa. Lisa says, my memory isn't good, so I'm not sure I would notice if I lost it. That's hilarious. Fantastic. That's your sense of humor and mine. We're on the same wavelength there. And no, I don't know if you have that as an expression. In Norwegian, we say that. We're on the same wavelength. Let's see if we can find another one that's kind of funny or fun. Would you rather give up air conditioning and heating for the rest of your life or give up the internet for the rest of your life? I I think I would have given up air conditioning and heating because I like the internet. But of course, if it gets too warm or too cold, well, if it gets too cold, I can always put on something. But if it gets too warm, woof, I could crochet all day without internet. A tricky one. Really tricky. Yeah, we were all a bit crazy. Yeah. Goodbye, internet. Okay. Mm-mm. Canada? What do you mean by Canada? Marsh, what do you mean by Canada? We can be we could be pen pals. Yeah, I remember I had a lot of pen pals when I grew up from all over the world. Well, at least not all over the world, maybe, but in Europe, Spain, France, even Africa, from Kenya, Germany. I don't remember. Peru? No. No, I didn't have anything in America, not even South or North. But it was so nice to have pen pals. Oh yeah, we could stay in Canada. It wouldn't be too cold or too warm. Okay, I think that's what you mean. Or I would move to warmer climates. Yeah, hot summers and cold winters. Okay, dinner's ready, so we need to go. Yeah, okay, Lisa. Thank you so much for sharing your hilarious comments with us. Fantastic. Yeah, see you on Sunday, Lisa, if you reach it. We'll do the live at 6 o'clock European time, and I think that will be 11, or no, would it be 1 o'clock New York time and 12 o'clock Central, US Central. So bye bye, Lisa. Thank you so much for being here now, and see you on Sunday. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, this is a cool one. Would you rather buy 10 things you don't need every time you go shopping, or always forget the one thing you need when you go to the store? I I wouldn't like to buy 10 things every time I go to the store. So I'd rather forget the one thing I need actually, and I can just uh, mind my business with what do you say? I would just manage with what I have in the house, and then I could go back. But if I would always need that thing, hmm. But I wouldn't like to. Well, of course, if it was yarn, of course I would rather buy 10 things I don't need. 10 yarns, 10 yarn skeins, 10 skeins of yarn. But other than that, no, it would be a waste. I would be a hoarder. I don't want to be a hoarder. I kind of am a hoarder. Not a real one, but a small one. Oof. You're all over 100 for at least 30 days in the summer. That seems a lot. Yeah, that happens to me all the time as well. Not all the time, but quite often. Oh, forgot that thing. Forgot that thing. It's boring. Yeah, groceries. I never write down what I should buy, except at school, because we have home economics. My class has 1 hour a week of home economics. They can't do anything of that hour, but the little things that they make. And then I have to write down what I have to buy, because if not, I will forget what to buy. But for myself, I never write down what I'm going to buy. Go into the store, pick out the things that I want, thinking I remember what I needed, go home and remember that, oh, I forgot that thing, yeah, or maybe that thing as well. Well, I'll be back tomorrow or the day after. So it's not a big deal. Hmm. Would you rather have a personal maid or personal chef? Chef. Personal maid, that would be like somebody working in the house, right? Somebody helping you around the house. I would, even though I don't like to cook, I would have a personal maid. So I don't have to do the chores. I actually kind of I have a cleaning lady. She comes every 2 weeks or so. So that's good. Personal chef, I don't need it. I don't like to cook, and I'm very boring. So I just put kind of like a chicken thigh in the oven, and that's it. Or make some cauliflower rice, and that's it. Or yeah, some meat, and that's it. I don't need a lot of nice food. Janet makes a list, but things get forgotten anyway. Yeah. 3 of your adult daughters live with you, and Forgetting happens a lot. Yeah, of course. The more people there are, the more things to forget because you need to buy more. So always, Becky wants a maid, Janet wants a maid, I want a maid, Laurie wants a maid. Your hubby is already your personal chef. That's fantastic. Great. Really, really nice. But I don't have this like, oh, I need to eat this and that. And I love salmon, I love this and that, but I'm not dependent on it. Mm. Oh my goodness! This is crazy! Would you rather be 11 feet tall or 9 inches tall? Hmm. Oh, I have no idea. 11 feet tall? I have to think. How much is that? Um, 8 feet? 8 gånger 3, 20, nej. 11 feet tall? 11 feet? I mean, how how tall is that? 3 feet is 90 centimeters, I think. And then 6 feet is 180. And it's almost a double of that. Oh, no, 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 no. I would not be that. 9 inches. And that is 2.5. 9 times 2.5. Like 20, a couple of 20 centimeters like this. I think I would rather be this. I could stand on the mantelpiece waving to everybody. But I would be scared of the height. Oof. But I would be scared of the height if I was 11 feet tall as well, looking down at everybody. Oh my goodness. I wouldn't fit anywhere. That was a really tricky one, but I would be 9 inches. How do I make cauliflower rice? Yeah. I you know these things that you cut cheese with, or rasp cheese? If you take the cauliflower and you rasp it on there, then it turns really, really corny. Corny. Like very small. And then you boil the water and then you put it in the water and let it stay for not like it's boiling, but take it off the steam or whatever, and let it stand for I don't know 5-10 minutes, and then it's done. And then it's kind of like rice with cauliflower, much saner, much healthier than an ordinary rice. I was my friend taught me how to do that a week ago or two. Yeah, both have challenges. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. You could be stepped on when you're 9 inches. But also, you could crawl into somebody's pocket. 11 feet, you're already 6 feet. Yeah, so you're all more than halfway there. Well, we're halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. Take my hand, make it, I swear. Whoa, whoa, living on a prayer. Living on a prayer. Greater. At 9 inches, you can live in a Barbie doll house. Yes, that's true. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Then you would have access to all of those furniture and everything. That's true. So, and that house would be so cheap. It would be much cheaper. Everything would be cheaper. Cat or dog would eat you. Oh no, I wouldn't like that. I wouldn't have a cat or a dog then. Bigger than Thumbelina. Yes. Well, that was a cool one. Um Yeah, this is easy. Would you rather be a royalty 1,000 years ago or an average person today? Average person all the days in the week. And imagine 1,000 years ago being a royalty, if you were the prince or queen or whatever, and your brother or sister or whatever were envy of you, and they killed you so they could be the queen. No, 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 no. And I wouldn't want to live 1,000 years ago. I am happy that I live now. I am happy with my life, where I'm at, how things are, even though, of course, there are so many bad things around in the world. It has always been like that. People are people. I mean, people are egoistic. Um, Leaders, governments, or whatever don't know mm, how to respect each other. Some wants other things, so they go to war. Too bad, but it has happened since the day of, since the beginning of the world or whatever. But yeah, I would rather be an average person all days of the week. Would you rather wear the same socks for a month or the same underwear for a week? Easy. I would wear the same socks for a month if I had to choose. I don't want to choose that though, but I would really, of course, wear my socks. Or I would just go without socks. If it's summertime here, I don't need socks. Hmm. Average person, yeah. And socks, yeah. Agreed. I agree. Um, I cannot answer this one, but this one's for you guys, for the ones that are married. Would you rather work an overtime shift with your annoying boss or spend full day with your mother-in-law? I guess I would have spent it with my mother-in-law. No, it doesn't matter with my annoying boss. I don't mind. I mean, well, it's not for me to say because I'm not in that. She was great. Our mother-in-law, because she was great. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, you have neither. Yeah. So you're like me. You don't have to answer. Definitely mother-in-law. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. I think the thing with the mother-in-law, oh, the mother-in-law is so bad and stuff. It's so exaggerated. It's kind of like a trope that all the mother-in-laws are so bad, but of course they're not. Most of them are very nice people. Mm, Easy. Would you rather always be 10 minutes late or always be 20 minutes early? Early. I do not like to be late. I prefer getting places early. So 20 minutes early for me, that's totally fine. I I have some friends here from Venezuela. I've talked about them before, I guess. And they have kind of a different lifestyle when it comes to time management. And I remember, well, they told me once they were going to visit. Oh, how was it? No, the son was visiting a Spanish family, and then my friend from Venezuela was going to pick him up, and I guess they texted the mother where the son was at, texted and asked, "Are you coming?" "Yeah, I'm on my way." My friend answered, "I'm on my way," and they just lived 10 minutes walking distance or five, and then half an hour later, she hadn't come. So the Spanish lady asked again, "Well, where are you?" "Well, yeah, I'm just about to leave." So I'm coming. I'm on my way. That means, yeah, I'm in a bit, in a while. And if they say, this is kind of me putting it on the edge, but it's kind of like this. If you if we have an agreement, yeah, we'll meet at 12 o'clock. Okay. If they come at 12:59, it's still 12 o'clock. It hasn't become 13 or 1 any yet. So that's also, and comparing this, their style of time management, to my style, the Norwegian style, I guess I'm a bit accessible. I mean, exaggerated. But anyways, when I sometimes I was to pick her up where she lived. This my Venezuelan friend, and I told her, wrote her that I'll be there in I'll be there at 6 o'clock, let's say. And then when I saw that I will not be there at 6 o'clock, I'll be 2 minutes late. All right, I'll be 2 minutes late. And she will be laughing. 2 minutes late? You crazy? And then I'll be there in 7, 8 minutes. 7, 8 minutes? Why don't you say 10 or 5? 7 or 8? Yeah, well, I want to be accurate. And that's what I think. I think it will be 7 or 8. So I'd say that. And sometimes 7.5. And then they joke with me saying, "Oh, in 7.5 minutes," or 7 minutes and 20 seconds or so. Yeah, 20 minutes early. Oh, hey, Dorothy. Oh, from Tasmania in Australia. That sounds like a really cool island. Tasmania. I love the name Tasmania. It sounds like it could be a really really nice woman's name, Tasmania. Thank you so much for being here, Dorothy. You want to be early, early, early. Yes, I agree. Don't like rushing. Agree, Rose. Hello, Rose. Early, yes. I know some people like that. Yeah, steps. Becky says, I tell my sister 2 hours before the scheduled time for everyone else. Yeah, exactly. Some need that. That is what I always think that I'm going to say to my friends, but I always forget when it comes to it. I say the time that they should be there, and later I remember. Oh no, should have said at least half an hour before. Mm. Good afternoon, Reza. Eh, 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 Very nice. Let's see if we can find something else. Um, I don't know about this. Would you rather spend a week in the forest or a night in a real haunted house? Hmm. I'm not, well, yeah, I get scared a lot, but not for real, actually. But of course, if it's a real haunted house, that it really is haunted, I bet that would be a bit. But I wouldn't like to stay a week in the forest uh, because of the cold and the inconvenience. Not because I'm afraid, but because it's inconvenient. But I think I would go for the forest, actually. I don't think I would want to be in a haunted house if it was for real. Oh, Janet would have gone for the haunted house. Lori has no survival skill, but still going for the forest. Yeah, I agree. I don't feel I have any um, survival skills either, but I'd go for the forest. But I wouldn't have liked all the bugs to be eating me up though, but better than to be spooked. I lived in a haunted house. Nope, not doing that again. You did, Becky? What happened? Was it like the door slamming and or like cupboard doors and stuff? Janet like the mountains, but there's wild animals. Yeah. Um, in Spain, it's not so bad with the animals here. Not that much life. There are ants, of course. Not that many mosquitoes. In Norway, terrible. Too many mosquitoes. Crazy. The further north you get in Norway, the more mosquitoes you get. And you get bitten. Actually, well, I shouldn't say that there are no insects here. On that ranch where I go, a year ago when they were working, one of the men, he was going to, I don't know what he was doing, but there was a kind of a hive, a beehive. I think he was going to move it or something. And he got stung by more than 100 bees in his face or head. More than 100. And I'm not lying. I'm not exaggerating. It was more than 100. He survived. He wasn't. Luckily, he wasn't allergic. Yeah, mosquitoes are terrible there. Yeah. Okay, keyboard just died on me, and I can't find battery. Yeah, no more chatting for me. Okay, but you can listen to us, Sam, and so you be with us if you want to still. Okay, water turned on by itself, says Becky. Moving rocking chairs, and my dogs would growl at things I couldn't see. Oh my goodness, yeah. A lot more happened. Wow. And if you then say, I would not do that again, then of course I wouldn't wish that either. Colorado hasn't got many bugs. Yeah, that's a bit high up, right? Mountains and winter time with snow and stuff. That's good. But even though we have snow in Norway, but there's so much forest and waters, I mean lakes, and a lot of mosquitoes. They're not, of course, they're not like dangerous, but oh, they itch too much. Okay. The next one is gross, but I know what I would have preferred. Would you rather find a rat in your kitchen or a roach in your bed? Definitely not roach in my bed. I would rather have a rat in the kitchen because cockroaches. Oh, even though I'm used to them in the summertime in my bathroom because they come up through the pipes. Um, I I can't get used to them. I just can't. And I don't want to step on them with my shoes. I have to take like the yeah, here I got some paper. I have to take this thing inside here and press it down on them, squeeze them, and put them in the toilet and flush them away. Ooh, I get crazy thinking about it. I'm just when I see them, I have a little scream and I have to do my business. If we have scorpions or snakes here in Spain, uh, I think there are some snakes here, but they're not dangerous. I think, but there are scorpions. Actually, here in these mountains behind me, behind me, there are mountains behind me where I live, and we go there at least once a year with the school. And I remember once there was this boy in 8th grade. He loved animals, and he was chasing scorpions, and he found them. He collected them, or he caught them and put them in a bag, no, in a box. And then I guess he let them out later, of course. And of course, also last year we went to the forest here. It was kind of a little forest. And there also under the rocks, a boy in my class, he was really into all of these insects and animals, and he was turning every stone, and he found also scorpions. So they are, of course, very poisonous. But snakes, I don't think they're poisonous if we have them. We have, yes. I know that in the beginning, in the first year that I worked here at the Norwegian school, there was actually a snake outside the fence, or just by the limit of the fence to our school. So I know that some of the pupils saw a snake, but I don't think it's venomous, venenoso, poisonous. They finally burned the house down because no one would live in it. Yeah, I bet. So it's been a long time since you lived there, I guess then. And what made you? Why did you live there? I mean, did you know it was haunted? Was it something that you discovered when you moved there? Did you grow up there? What's the case? And how long did you stay there for? Okay, Lori says that she's pretty sure her cat sees ghosts, but nothing spooky has happened in their house. Rat, I agree. Rat for sure. Yeah, I had an exterminator last year. He came, but they put something in the pipes or something like that. But I think they came anyway. Not many, but one here and there. It's not like it's every day. It could be every other day, and then 4 days pass, and then it comes again, and kind of like that. Um, and sometimes maybe there are two, but mostly it's just one. And I've never found them in my clothes and everything. I think, well, yeah, maybe once. Not on me, but if the clothes have been laying there. But mostly it's been on the floor. And often they are on the back, wiggling like this, and they're captured. I mean, they're done, they're cooked. Yeah, they're really gross, both of them. Okay, your husband's family house. 3 years, yeah. 3 years too many, right? Let's see. Hmm, this is interesting. Would you rather have a pause or a rewind button in your life? Hmm, a pause? So I can just stay here now, or rewind? I have no need for rewinding my life. Of course, it would be nice to go back and play some more handball matches, but I don't need it. Uh, of course, it would be nice to rewind and go back to when I was a little bit uh, more healthy, or I mean, a bit smaller, and I could go for a run without uh, killing myself with the breath. But no, I guess I would just pause and reflect upon life or whatever. I guess that was, for me, that was a kind of a bit boring. Would you rather? You would rewind much. Yeah, that, I guess some things would be nice to do again, to experience again. Huh. Would you rather all? Ah, it's boring. Um, oh no. Oh, okay. Ah, but it's so gross. Should I take the gross one? Would you rather drink from a toilet or pee in a little litter box? I think I'd pee in a litter box. I wouldn't drink from a toilet, even though actually the water that comes in the toilet after you've done your things, I bet that is not as dirty, bacteria, full of bacteria as we think would think. It's kind of um, clean, but I wouldn't drink it. I'd rather pee in a litter box. Yeah, litter box. Agreed, agreed. You would pause, Laura would pause so my grandkids would stay little. Oh, yeah, that they would stay little for extra long. Oh, that's cute. That's really cute. Yeah. Mm. Oh, this is crazy. This one. Would you rather be forced to live the same day over and over again for a full year or take 3 years off the end of your life? Could I choose the day to live over and over again? I think that would be boring to live the same day. You know what? When I was a teenager, I thought about I would have liked to be an actress, like in the theater. Not really, but maybe. Kind of like that would be nice. I'd rather sing, right? But I was thinking about it. But later, when you think of that, you have to act the same play over and over again every night, 6 times a week. Oh no, that would be terrible. So I don't think I would like to live the same day for a whole year. I think that would be too much. So I think actually 3 years would be cut off my life. I'm not afraid of the afterlife anyway, so I'm kind of looking forward to that. Even though it's not like I want it tomorrow, but when God wants and it's my time to go, then I'll be there. I'll be there. Oops. I'll be there. I haven't got much left, but of the yarn, but I should have more left because this is kind of small. The handle is really small. Hmm. This is more easy. Would you rather never eat watermelon ever again or be forced to eat watermelon with every meal? If it was a side dish, I mean, then I would eat it at every meal. Watermelons are really good. So luscious. Really, really love the taste. But some of them are a bit dull in the taste, but mostly they're really good. They have a really good flavor. 3 years, I need variety in my life. I agree, Becky. Never again. Yeah. Mm. Beautiful bag. Oh, thank you, Dorothy. Yeah, it's turning out really nice. If you didn't, if you weren't here in the beginning, I was showing you these three skeins that kind of go so well with this bag. And a friend of mine wants three T-shirts with these three colors, one in each color. And she wanted a bag, and she wanted actually a pink with white. But then I showed her this skein that I had. It would be so cute with it goes together. So yeah, I would want that, she said. And she's coming to visit me in a couple of weeks. Every meal. Let's see again. Yeah, watermelon at every meal. Oh, you're allergic. Oh, okay, Becky. Then no watermelon for you. Oh, Janet, you found an emoji. I'm kind of getting saliva. Not really, but kind of when I see that picture. I would like, oh, I got, now I kind of feel like, oh, I would like a watermelon. What? Would you rather get a paper cut every time you turn a page or bite your tongue every time you eat? Oh, I do not like biting my tongue every time I eat, so I would prefer a paper cut. Really, I would prefer the paper cut. I don't know, something about my mouth that you kind of bite the same place over and over again, and it gets worse and worse. If it's a paper cut, it can be all over the hands, so it's kind of spreading out. Paper cut, I agree, Becky. This is easy for me. If I would manage it, would you rather oversleep every day for a week or not get any sleep at all for 4 days? I would rather not sleep for 4 days because I don't like to sleep. When I sleep, I like it, but I mean, I don't like to go to sleep. So if I was up to it and I wasn't tired, I would have liked to stay up 4 days. But I guess it comes with a thing that it means like you're dead tired, so you wouldn't be kind of functioning a bit like this. Like I sometimes when I sit here and crochet and watch something on YouTube, and I crochet and I just kind of fall asleep. Not kind of, I fall asleep. But I think I would not sleep for 4 days. March would oversleep, yeah. And Janet as well, and Becky. Oversleep because I have some days of little sleep. Yeah. Mm. Um. Oh no! I wouldn't either of them. Neither of them. Would you rather walk to work in heels or drive to work in reverse? Well, I would not walk to work in heels. I don't like heels at all. It hurts my feet. But drive to work in reverse. Oh, well, if I could choose going back to Norway where I lived before, I would definitely drive in reverse. But here, where I'm going on the motor road, I would not like to do it in reverse. I could have done it in Norway where I lived because it was 2 kilometers, like 1.5 mile to my work, and on another busy road. So I could do that, but here, no. So I wouldn't have, well, let's say I'm in Norway, so I'd do the reverse thing. No reverse driving. So you're a heel person then. Janet would go for the heels. Marge would reverse, yeah. Absolutely no heels, Becky. I so agree. The next one, no. This, Would you rather spend a year at war or a year in prison? Prison. I wouldn't spend it in war. I'd rather be in prison. The next one is kind of I am one of them. Let's read it. Would you rather have a child every year for 20 years or never have any children at all? I have no children, so I'm fine with that. But if I was to have a child every year for 20 years, I would. Well, it's too late now. But if I was in my 20s or 19 or something and was married and could have children, yeah, I would take the 20 children. It would be nice. It would be hard, of course, but I would have loved that. It would be to have my own class at home, just different ages. But I'm very fine with not having any children, that I'm just me. Oh, I'm thinking. No, it's okay. Yeah, 10 miles to town, exactly. So you can do those heels. Me neither. I haven't got 10 miles. I have like 6 miles, I think. That's too far. I have backup camera, so driving. Okay. Laurie would have the backup cameras. Yeah. Children, 20 kids. Yes. So nice. Children are a blessing. Mm, 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 mm. Janet don't usually wear heels, doesn't, but there's various sizes. Yeah. Hello, Sabrina. Nice to see you. Very nice. 20 kids. Yeah. I was a high school teacher for 24 years. Oh, cool. So I guess that would be similar. Yeah. True. It's so interesting with children. They're learning, they're growing, they're giving so much joy. Of course, it's a lot of work as well. But if you have 20 children, they don't come all at once. So the older ones can help with the younger ones. Yeah, if one would have the means for it, that would be nice, I think. Now they're kind of not maybe crazy or boring. These. Mm. Oh, would you rather solve world hunger or global warming? Definitely world hunger. Of course, I would have liked everybody to be satisfied to have enough food and water, so everybody could live a nice life. It's too bad that there's so many children, like in Yemen now, and in Venezuela as well, and different countries that don't have the means and don't have the food that they need. It's too bad. Yeah, the hunger, yes. The grocery bills would be tough though. Oh yeah, 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 that you can say that. Mm-mm. Would you rather have to wear every shirt inside out or every pair of pants backwards? Definitely the shirt inside out. Pants backwards, that would be that's just feels. Oof. I don't think they would fit either. Oh, oh, I am out of yarn. I guess I will have to buy a new skein of the same color because this is too short. But I'm done now. Oh, no, I cannot go one. Can I? I don't think so. One more row. Nah. This is all I've got left. So there's a shirt inside out. Yes. Sabrina has 3 sons. My youngest 2 are identical twins. Cool. 29. That is so nice. Inside out, yeah. Do that by accident half the time anyway. Well, yeah, that happens. So I remember once, it wasn't a shirt, but when I was at middle school, in the morning I put on my jeans from yesterday, and I put on my socks. I got dressed, and then I went off for my school, and then I went down like a couple of 100 meters, and then I went uphill, not a hill, but kind of a hill. And I heard somebody behind me kind of laughing, and kind of like they were pointing at me or something. And I just, what are they talking about? Why are they laughing? And then I came up to my school. I sat down on a bench, and I leaned over like this on my elbows on my knees, and I looked down, and I saw from out of my the leg of the pants my my sock from yesterday. So that was why they were laughing. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's becoming really pretty, really nice. So now I've got five different. Let me find the other ones and let me show you how they are. Oops. I have this purple one that I really love. I love these colors. And then I got this pink and white that my friend said she would want that before I made this or showed her that. I have this brown one, and I have this one, pink with blue. So maybe I can hold them up at the same time. Can we see them then? 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, a lot of bags. I love these colors, colorful mesh bags. You were inside out and backwards. Yeah, that's true. I've also put on my pants backwards once, but it's not easy to do it with a pair of jeans, but some other trousers. But it's so uncomfortable straight away. Oh no, this is the wrong way. Something strange. Yeah, Laurie has to go. Definitely try to catch live. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much that you love my bags. Yeah. Actually, I think that we've been here 2 hours now, more than 2 hours. It's been so nice. I thought that this was a really good idea to do this. Would you rather? Then we kind of have something to talk about. Then something shows up during the live. I mean, we gotta get some topics, and I remember some stories that I can tell, and you guys have some stories that you could tell about haunted house and stuff. So I think that was really nice. Yeah, Janet needs to be going as well. Yeah, it was really fun, really fun. Thank you, Dorothy. Yeah, fantastic. So I'll be back on Sunday doing a live then at 6 o'clock European time. That is 1 o'clock New York time and 12 o'clock US Central time, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, I could be mistaken because I don't know if we're going to turn the clock this weekend or if the next one. But I'll put it out there an hour before, more or less. So if you want to join, you're very welcome. Thank you so much for now. And see you Sunday if you can, all of you. And bye-bye. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate you, all of you. And see you. Bye.